What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns. We out here! Woo! It feels so good. It's that time of the year again. I am all up in the woods trying to find morel mushrooms. I'm out here trying to do it. Look, I'm not above admitting that I learn stuff every year still. I want to make a few extra points in addition to the video that I made last year about elm trees and morels. I might as well continue to just like add chapters to the book. I don't see why not. Let's do a morel video. Let's figure out additional ways that we can put you on some mushrooms. Let's get it. I'm about 90 minutes into my first real go get a morel walk of the year. I have not found anything. I really thought I'd be finding today. So look, I'm never trying to steer you off of going and finding elm trees. If you live in the southern half of Wisconsin, you should be going out and finding elm trees as your #1 spot. Just find big forests of elm trees and hunting those. You'll be successful. That said, it's not the only spot to be looking. Utilize all of what's in front of you. This buckthorn. This buckthorn's gonna eat my butt apart by the end of this shot, boy. So where I am in the southern third of Wisconsin, I believe I'm riding the front of the wave. It's just barely starting to happen here, if it is happening. So there's a lot of time in morel season for you to get out and check stuff out. I found really good mushrooms on ash trees last year. The dead borer ash trees. I don't know if that'll be the ticket this year, but I'm going to be checking them all the time. Initially died. There was not mushrooms on them. There finally was last year. Now this could definitely be your ticket this year. I'm just saying. Ash trees that are dead, they're whiting out like this. They get like spots where woodpeckers must be cleaning off the bark. The bark is really hard, oval shapes in it. It's still dead in the top. You can see there's elm balls right there, right? It's starting to happen. And I was finding yellow morels on these last year. I definitely think that this could be a spot in your woods where you could check and potentially connect. Especially since I participate in the sport. Man, it'd be so stupid for me not to bring this up, doing this hunt. I'm on public land. If there's another truck in the parking lot that you pull up to, don't go out there. That's not to say don't ever go out there and look. But don't just be charging out in the middle when somebody might be sitting out there with a shotgun. I'm dressed just about as dumb as you can be. Black, red on. This was an oversight by me today, big time. So some blaze orange is a really good idea. Because I don't have anything on like that, and I'm wearing really dumb colors, I've just been shouting periodically. Hey, human being out here! I did wear a bright hat that had the yellow on it. I would not have come out to this spot today if there was a truck in that parking lot. Let the guy with the gun have his hunt. It's not worth it to find some mushrooms. These May-apples are great indicators in both timing, in terms of soil temperature, and also mark soils that are conducive to finding morel mushrooms. This is all just a big patch of them right here. Here's what they look like on the bottom, down low. They put out some little fruit at some point, and I'd have to read up on that. It's a great indicator species. Many times I've brushed aside May-apples and found morels underneath. I'm just taking a seat in the shade for a minute. I'm several hours into this hunt and I still haven't found anything, which is real disappointing. I know what I'm talking about, but these are these moments where I'm like sitting here thinking, should I really be making a TV show giving advice on stuff? Whew. There's something that can be learned from everything. You're never going to be able to stay in elm trees all the time. I mean, if you can, I would recommend doing that. I mean, that's what I would do first for sure. But there's transition areas between woodlots normally. As I see it, there's two different schools to morel hunting. The move fast and check obvious spots type of mentality, or, you know, get into the brush, check every tree, you know, work it out like that. 2 years ago, I would have said that the first choice was the number one answer. I mean, why sit in here and get all freaking tore up and bloody? It's a lot. So I was finding morels on bushes last year. I didn't take the camera with me that night, but I found a fairy ring around just some little scrubby thing. I'm not trying to sit here and pretend like I understand every stem I'm looking at in this woods. It probably would have been smart to check the species because it was in a big bunch of stuff. I didn't think of it at the time. But why limit yourself? Check all the bushes, check all the dead stuff. I want to find some mushrooms. Sometimes you got to work for stuff. Work to find your spots. Guys, for the love of outdoors people, please, ammo, golf balls, more ammo, more cans. That one's 50 years old. You guys, let's keep cleaning up stuff. That's as much as I could carry out. I left piles for myself to find later in the year. Ridiculous. We're all better than that. Please, 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 when you go outside and you're looking down, finding cool stuff like mushrooms and sheds, and you see this junk, don't just turn a blind eye to it. Grab it and put it in the pocket, or bring a separate bag and just fill it up. Please, we all need to do our part. There's an old saying that goes, when the lilacs are blooming, it's time to go shrooming. I haven't seen any lilacs blooming yet, and I also am not finding any morel mushrooms. Look, hopefully I gave you some insight. We went over a little bit of ash trees, talked about mayaples, getting in the sticky stuff, getting in the little stuff, trying to find some species that put out mushrooms in that world. I think those are all great ideas. I'll stand by them all day. If you really want to find them around here, I think find big groves of elm trees. I'll link my other video, which is basically all about elms, into this one, so you can get the full depth of what it is I've been walking around trying to figure out. I don't know it all. There's a lot of other great videos out there. Don't forget to check other resources always. But hey, hope I helped you put some more mushrooms in your bag today. You know, leave some photos in the comments. I can't wait to see them. We out here. Catch you on the next one.